Don't forget how we led into this with the Spencer deal. This is going to be perfect.
As the field gets set to return to racing action, we are in the Lake Speed Car with the Phillips 66 in-car camera. Just ahead of him is Dale Jarrett in the Citgo Ford. Right now the 66 car shown in 20th position, and Dale is in 19th, but both of them are still on the lead lap.
And the fellow that's up front is Jimmy Spencer, the hometown boy here. And evidently, Bob, I didn't watch, we couldn't, everybody was on pit road at the same time, but he apparently only took on 2 tires, and I'm sure that Travis Carter, his owner and crew chief, looked at those skies over there and said, hey, it might rain before that green flag comes back out. Let's throw the dice here and gamble a little bit. Well, I don't know how it'll pay off because that green flag is about to come out again. If he only has 2 tires, we've already seen what can happen as far as that is concerned, but we understand that maybe there's going to be another lap of yellow. And maybe could that be because rain is being felt in parts of the racetrack? Spencer may have, they may have called it right here because our cameramen and spotters have indicated that it is sprinkling in some areas of the racetrack. We'll stay with the in-car camera here and try to see if we can see any drops on the windshield now inside the Michael Waltrip car, Champion Spark Plug in-car camera. Well, there's something that appears to be drops there, Bob. Those dark spots looks to be raindrops because they're pretty evenly scattered over the windshield. And I'm sure when he came in for his pit stop, Michael, that he got, there you can see it. There we go. Well, in any case, it is definitely threatening here, and the weather forecast was for scattered showers and thunderstorms late this afternoon. And it's now almost 10 minutes of 3 Eastern time, so they're just about on schedule if they predicted them at the mid to late afternoon point. And so the pace truck will turn on its lights and go back out onto the track and keep the field under caution. There are the dark clouds that are gathering all around the racetrack. Of course, it's very early in the afternoon, a long time until dark, and if it does rain and they have to even stop the race, I don't think NASCAR would call it immediately. They'll wait and see if they can get this thing finished before dark here this afternoon. Jerry Punch has an observation in one of the nicer parts of the track here, Jerry.
Well, the Mattiolis always do it right here at Pocono. One of the reasons the fans love coming here, and one of the reasons the corporate sponsors really enjoy the 2 races they have here every year in Winston Cup. It's because of these tower suites. Now, actually, I'm just about directly across from the start-finish line here. I'm on the top level of the tower suites, and the champion people here sponsoring today's race are all enjoying the view up here. A wonderful view up here, and of course, we have some very special guests we'd like to talk to who have been enjoying some great afternoon of racing. Jerry Godwin, the president of Champion Spark Plugs and a fellow NC State Wolfpacker, and Jerry and his wife both going to the same school that yours truly went to. And Jerry, it's great to have champions so heavily involved in motorsports and continuing your involvement. It's good to have you here at Pocono.
Well, thank you, Jerry. It's a great event for us. NASCAR racing it gives us a good return. We enjoy it. Our customers enjoy it. We hope the fans enjoy it as well. It's been a nice day. Maybe the rain will hold off.
Now, everywhere I go in every sport, whether I'm at Indianapolis or I'm at stock car racing, I see Jerry Grant right here. This guy never ages a day. What do you do to this guy? You just have some kind of antifreeze in his blood?
Well, we just try to keep him busy, but sometimes that's difficult to do. But Jerry does a good job for us.
Now, we have another special guest here, and that is Pat Ryder. And Pat, of course, is one of the absolute special friends of NASCAR. She is the wife of Chuck Ryder, who owns the Pennzoil Racing Team. And, Pat, I know you've been struggling the last couple of months and tremendous courage fighting this illness. It's great to see you back.
Thank you very much. And I want to say thank you to Champion, Jerry, and all the other men. As you know, most Grand Marshals are chief executives. And I'm quite different from that, so I do want to thank them for giving me this honor.
Pat Ryder, the first lady Grand Marshal of a 500-mile event. She grew up in Newton, North Carolina, my hometown, so sort of like old home week here as we're enjoying these shower suites with some very special friends here at Pocono. Bob?
Well, Pat and Chuck Ryder certainly are fine people and assets to the Winston Cup circuit. Oh, they really are. And let me add my name to that Newton, North Carolina list, too. So we got 3 of us here today that grew up in that area. And Pat has just, I talked to her last night. The racing world knows that she's been battling cancer, and she has the greatest attitude about it of any person that I have ever seen. And I think I've always heard that attitude goes a long ways, and I'll tell you, it's going to take her a long ways because she says she's going to whip it. And our
best wishes to her. Well, the field is still under caution, and the skies begin to darken even more. Now, the Banquet Frozen Food team is loving every minute of this because they're the ones that rolled the dice and kept Jimmy Spencer out there in the lead. And right now, it is raining hard enough that the NASCAR officials have decided to keep the race under caution at this moment. And if it continues to rain harder, Jimmy may have pulled off a real coup here this afternoon. We'll take another break and be back after this. Now people are beginning to get up and leave, aren't they? Number 1. All right, sir.
Jack, if you want to go south with me tonight instead, we are going down. Go down as soon as we know what day.
It's, here's the address I've got. It's Betty Carson's 6th and Church. 6th and Church. LRB 28338.
Okay.
Right. 28338 is the zip. Honey.
Well, that shot right there tells the story. It's been sort of a familiar sight to us, especially when we were at Talladega and got rained on, and now we're being rained on here at Pocono. We have completed 136 laps of this event, so we will have to pass the halfway point. We won't come back tomorrow, but the question is, are we going to be able to resume things this afternoon, and exactly how much is it going to rain? The skies are very, very dark here. It isn't raining hard, but it is raining hard enough to keep the field under caution. Let's go to the pit area.
I'm down here with Jimmy Spencer's crew chief and car owner, Travis Carter. And Travis, as I walked down here, I kind of expected to see you out here and your guys doing a rain dance or something out there to get a little more rain falling.
Well, John, you know, when you get in a situation like this, I guess you look to the elements to help you, but we have no control over that. We just have to wait and see what develops here.
Hey, you thought you didn't have as many laps on those tires as some of the other guys, so is that why you decided to come in and take on fuel only?
Well, we no better than we were able to run all day. We only had 8 laps on the tires. We wanted to take on fuel and maybe lead a lap in the race to get some extra points. We didn't feel like that would hurt us that much because we pretty much were going to run anywhere from 13th to 17th anyway. That's about where we were running on the racetrack and about the best we could run today.
Well, right now what Travis and those guys were looking for was a radar report. We got anything to help them out? Have we heard anything more about this rain in the area, guys?
Well, I haven't, but all you have to do is look toward whatever that direction is, the west, I guess, and you can see how dark the clouds are, indicating that we may be in a rain situation here. Well, earlier we saw an installment on a little feature about Jimmy Spencer, who is a local boy making good. Although he's never won a Winston Cup race, the folks in this part of the Poconos believe that his day is coming very, very soon. Well, Jimmy Spencer has come a long way toward the top of the Winston Cup charts, and now Jimmy Spencer finds himself the leader of this race. And boy, what an incredible story it would be if Jimmy is declared winner of this race and takes home this trophy for winning the Champion Sparkplug 500 here at Pocono.
Well, that's a beautiful trophy. Of course, a lot of money goes with it, and even more than that, though, the prestige and the satisfaction of winning a Winston Cup race.
We are going red, I do believe. By the way, Jimmy Spencer won a modified race here at Pocono, the Race of Champions, in 1983. The race is being stopped because of rain. So, Ned, we may have this situation playing out here. Jimmy Spencer